Oh my goodness. I'm here a whole, 2 minutes earlier than usual on a Wednesday. What gives? Bonsoir, the watermelon. Nice. Well, good evening, folks. Good evening to Oak Tree and Dershep and Nimuyulak. I don't know how I made it here earlier. I didn't have any particularly more efficient Wednesday. In fact, my Wednesday was less efficient than usual. Kurizet is down for the count today, and so I was on DadCon 4 mode for a good chunk of the day. Hey there, Optimistic Pessimist and Kalzamar and Hazard 151. The Desert Hobbit has arrived. Hey, I'm not a hobbit. I'm what does that in desert? I don't know. A desert dwarf. Given all the digging that I do. So much diggy hole. And of course we get to start up with the best music in the background. Some good old daylight. Too loudly to be mummy. Maybe. That depends, you know. Depends if I've been let out of my sarcophagus or not. So how are you folks tonight? You've been looking forward to this all day? Need the calm vibes? Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. I definitely need some chores to kind of... Well, I've been doing chores all day, right? But you know what I mean. You're taking a break from spawning trees in your test build. Are you doing tree spawning via commands, or are you just doing it in survival there, Nimue? Has Kurazumi managed to strike on Kurizet? No, this was not a child-derived illness. Dershep is sleepy but excited for the stream? Well, awesome. It must be pretty late up by you. Guess it gotta be what, 12:30 or 1:30 in the morning? If I recall correctly as to where you live. Oh, you're in the same time zone. Okay, for some reason I thought you were over in Europe. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else with a, I don't know, similar name? I don't know. Or, since I've gotten next to no sleep for the last 5 nights in a row, I might just be dreaming. Alright, where were we? Let's see, let's bring you on to the game here. I got the right buttons this time. Hey, awesome! You guys know why you're here. You know why I'm here. Let's get to it. So, we're going to hang out here today. I want to stay near enough that we can keep an eye on when all of these, I would say go belly up, but they've been overproducing. So when these expire, when they breathe their last after having given their all, we will be here to usher them into their graves. That's very, very grim. Anyway, so we're going to do Screaming Elk. Okay, we're going to do some lantern making, which is going to include some glass making, because we're going to need to replace probably some of the glass that we've been using. I don't think we're going to need a ton of glass at the temple. I've said that before, but I do think we'll need some. So let's go and get out of the house. We're going to break all these guys down. These have been sitting here for an in-game year. Oh my goodness, I thought he was a Botorn for a second. Just saw the long legs. My stomach leaped. Okay. 48 more iron blooms. And we might do some iron bloom work today as well. We'll see. So you're cold, so that means we can go ahead and... Yeah, let's go ahead and we will actually do another batch. I think I still want to do some of the more advanced Jonas parts, because I never really got to mess with those. Like, I literally have only messed with them in creative mode. So I'm thinking, like, maybe at some point, not tonight. Not tonight, but at some point we'll come up here, we'll mine out this lead ore. We only need, like, I think like 6 or 8 lead ingots total for all the Jonas stuff we want to make. Like, which is at least one of everything. So that could be fun to do sometime. But today, we are doing 6, 7, 8. Here we go. We are doing some more of the best metal ever, alloy ever. Where did... Goodness. Trolling myself here. And Hazard 151 knows it is the best, of course. Gonna pray for wind? Yeah. Well, the funny thing is we have wind now, so naturally by the time that we get over there to start using it, it's gonna go. That's what'll happen. Lerp. There we go. The cursed alloy. Listen, you. Alright, so we're gonna need a few more bricks if we have them. Oh yeah, if we have them, he says. Okay. Alright, Cursor. I'm so funny. What do you want me to use? You want me to make all my lanterns out of, like, what, iron? I'm gonna do 10. That'll get us... Wait. No, we get 12 glass per. Well, we'll get 2 stacks. It's fine. It's kind of... While I'm doing this, I can just middle click. Eight, 9, and 10. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna move 2 of you out of there and just do bloop like that. And here we go. Okay. Let's go and get us some quartz. Black bronze is best. Well, I don't know how much you're aware of how much time we've already spent in this world doing all the things. I'm not sure we have the time to just spend finding all the black bronze we would need for that. Just, I have that feeling. Let's get you guys off the bar. And in we go. Like, as far as cost-wise, like, there isn't a better way to get a nice, dark, like, black-looking lantern to make it look like wrought iron. Like, you can make it out of iron, but it's a little shinier than I want. So I don't use it, and I don't want. Alright, can I get into your satchel? There we go. Boop, boop, boop. With all the different control options in this game, I can never remember if it's sprint and right-click or crouch and right-click for basically anything. It's a little ridiculous. There we go. In. And let's go put away some things. Need to ship me some silver bars. When you know, black bronze is very pretty, but it's also like, it's a little purple. I'm not dissing it. I like the color, but for something that looks weathered, it doesn't quite fit the bill. How do I? Nope. Oh right, I have to actually have a thing in my offhand, don't I? Nope. Okay. Oop. There we go. Okay, now it's cooperating for some reason. And certainly there are reasons to use other colors, but in the build that I'm doing, since it's all already very gold and yellow, and I'm already using a lot of like orange accents, I wanted something really nice and dark. Alright, so we need to actually start burning those. Let's get the black coal. Let's see. Yeah, that's enough. I like how I can sprint and sneak at the same time. And you just sort of sneak a little faster. Arm's not long enough. Okay. That should all be good. Alright. Get all these bad boys lit. Get them lit like my stream. Oh, so speaking of vintage story, funny thing that, I was watching Big Brain Energy play Star Sector earlier during a break in all the child rearing today, and someone has made a mod that it's something like Abyssal mod where you can get these like crazy modifications for your ships, and one of them is a temporal gear, and it is the vintage story teal glowy temporal gear on a like mod card chip. So I know one of y'all made made that mod. Okay, and we have you. Okay, sweet. Let's get you out of here. There we go. You're gonna be a little bit, not too little of a bit. Alright, Hazard, close your eyes. There we go. The gold is better used for armor. How's the Forlorn Hope armor going? Great. It's going great. I don't know if I can turn these back into gold or not. Let's see. Drops when broken. Apparently I can place these. Interesting. I don't see any uncrafting options, so I'll have to remember that, because this is probably enough for like what we need for the temple. We do have a lot more gold that we know where it is, so we're good. We'll be good. Yeah, I can't decide if I want to make the Forlorn Hope or if I want to just do like steel plate. Like I'm kind of leaning towards steel plate just because like then I can go and do all manner of crazy things and not care about enemies. Oops. Okay, grab you. I think we're gonna have to probably load these up and then go check on the crucible here. I do not, in fact, know that one of you made that mod. Yeah, way to give the game away. Ah, we're fine. Let's go do this. If it cools by the time we get back, then... Oops. There's a vote for steel plate from Ryuga. And we've got Colin's Wrath is here. You like the buildings? They're nice? Hey, thank you. Colin's Wrath, have you seen the temple itself yet, or is this your first time tuning in? Because we're doing a very deserty build, but this is actually just the starter base. Yeah, plate armor is very expensive, but pretty good. Pretty good. Speaking of expensive, so one of you guys had mentioned the meteoric steel mod, where you can process these guys into steel ingots as well. And it just, I don't know, they haven't implemented armor yet. It's just for tools and stuff, and it does, Ryuga, require a steel anvil. So I'm kind of not that interested in it, to be honest. If they had armor, I'd be all over it. But just for tools, I'm kind of like, meh. You made steel plate armor last run, it's a lot of work. It is, but like for a lot of things, it can be really worth it. Let's turn you on. Oh, and those of you who've been suggesting that I gear up these Hellhammers, have you seen Tyrone's latest sneak peek of what he's working on for 1.22? Where basically you can make your... you can actually get these things going too fast and they'll catch fire or burn out or something. Did I put you in? I did, okay. Start you up. Colin's Wrath, you've watched a little bit on and off. It's been a while. Is the temple a giant cross-shaped building? Yes, it is. That's the one. Yes, I saw the wall axles too. I'm very excited about that. Finally being able to have airtight basements where you can grind up stuff. You could kind of already do that to a point. So like, depending, there is something where like, depending on how deep your basement was and how far away it is from like the sky, I think you could kind of still get most of the bonus from it being in a cellar. The temple is sick. Hey, thank you. How fast is too fast? Well, I keep wanting to make a short on that of how much windmill is too much windmill. I just haven't gotten around to it. I actually built the world for it, or built the build for it in a creative world. I just haven't gotten around to actually like writing and filming and editing, all that jazz. Why am I imagining you can use an overgeared Hellhammer as an incendiary weapon? Maybe. As long as you want to, like, burn your own house down. Alright. So there's that. Ba-bang, ba-da-ding, ba-da-bang. Bada-bing, bada-bang, bada-boom. Okay, enough of that. Let's get this all ready to quench. Even though I don't really know that you'd actually want to quench a Molybdochakos plate or not. Because there's a whole lot of science goes into quenching and tempering and all that jazz. Your preacher of Solstice hose with that update. How are we doing here? Hey, look at that. Perfect. We got here like literally 10 seconds after it finished. Very nice. Hey there, Michael Kalana. What is the optimal amount of windmills and hammers to use for exclusively using them as annoying noise makers? Well, it's less about the amount and more about how... Actually, I don't know. Would it be better to have hammers that are all in sync? Or just very slightly off sync, like the 4 that are up there right now? Or is it better to have a bunch of hammers that all just kind of go blang, 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 blang? Like, have one hammer going really slow, one hammer going normal, one hammer going double time, and one hammer going geared up twice. Do I think there'll be a Jonas chainsaw in the future? I kind of hope not, just because it's a little silly. But I do think there should be some kind of maybe another upgrade to weapon tiers, like something a little bit above steel. I don't know. What was the noise of all the hammers going once again? Kind of like battling blang 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 blang. Basically what Kurazumi says when she's excited. You think hammers that are off sync at different rates, but you still want a quantity of them too. You probably don't need much. I'd say like maybe like 8 is plenty. Hey there, Viv. Oh man, I don't know if I like you got a new mouse. Old one scroll wheel died. Oh, you don't know if you like your new mouse? I read you. Alright, so guys, poll time. Let me pop a little poll in here. Engage with your audience. Okay, so let's see. Iron working or pumpkin bacon. Iron. Pump. Oh. Keen. There we go. Start pole. Warp 13. I bet Jonas' device would be an automatic firewood chopper and stacker for loading parts. Hammers that are firing too rapidly shouldn't hit their target. I agree, actually, because the toggle would actually just juggle the hammer. Actually, you'd probably just break the toggle, honestly. All right, so let's make these into lanterns. So we're gonna need a handful of candles. Bunch of candy. That's candy with an eye, mind you. Elk, lots of elk. Where is this? Here we are. 10. Alright, so it's gonna be something like this, and a bit of that, a bit of this, and there we go. Got 20 lanterns back. And that will be a little while to cool. What other stuff is good for noisemakers? A dozen low-tamed chickens in a pen. Yeah, that'd be good. Wolves, bears. In the other block game, you can automate doors and just make a bajillion of them that do this constantly. So yeah, that could be possible. Not in this game so much, unless you have like I think there's a mod that adds like buttons for opening and closing doors and such. All right. Well, with all 16 of you having voted, looks like. What do we got here? 11 votes out of 16. It's pretty good. And this poll, Pumpkin wins. So we're gonna put the iron away-ish, and we're gonna make us some pumpkin pie. Or make a lot of pumpkin pie. Being real, guys, it's a lot of pumpkin pie. Now we're gonna do this. Okay, 52. Let's go ahead. We're gonna eat one. No, that's not where the eating happens. The eating happens like here. So eat. There we go. And then we need. I think we do. Basically, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, right? Or is it? No, no, it's not. It's gonna be 2-to-1, favoring pumpkins, as I recall. It's been a while. It's gonna be 4 grain to every 8 pumpkin slice. We also need to grind the grain first, so we gotta go up there and do that. Spin! Alright, in you go, and that should... That should be enough. That should be more than enough, actually. That's fine. This poor quern. That top stone has got to just be ground into dust. Why are you just sitting there? That took a while. I don't like that. Why are you taking forever to actually like get caught by the hopper? It's very uncomfortable. Now, do we have any wood in here? We do. Okay. So let's get 6 wood. I think technically you can put like a lot more wood in here, but I think 6 is probably more than enough, most likely. You didn't think I'd get through all the pumpkin pie last time? I proved you wrong by a long shot. Yeah, I mean, okay, so previously, if CarryOn had not fixed the bug, oh, it's lime. Okay. Yeesh. If he had not fixed the bug with the satiation getting stuck, then I'd have said, yeah, we might not get through all this pie. But like, man, we're eating at least 50% more food than we were before. Maybe more. Rice flour. Amaranth flour, okay. I'll come back for you in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Rice flour, there we go. Alright, so the amaranth ones are not going to be quite as nutritious, but it's like, it's fairly minor. in the grand scheme of things. Alright, we need the bucket. Let's swap this out too. Boop, boop. Alright, you come with me. I wish you could, like, I don't know, just not do this in the grid. It's a little annoying. To do this a dozen times. Oops. Okay, so let's fill you back up. Boop. Stick you there. Get these all ready. All right. So we're going to go ahead and light this guy up. All right, you are lit. All right, and we can do 2 at once. Okay, and boop, boop. And as I recall, we were cutting these with the, that design, weren't we? Like that. Like it a lot. Let's get you out the bar. Go. Are you hot enough? You are. Sweet. Man, these components go fast. Like, multiple stacks of food. Gone. It was all a flash. Over in an instant. We had no food left to speak of. Okay. 2, 3. Heart baked. And on. Okay. Still part baked. Alright, so we still have 2 stacks. Ooh, 2 stacks and change. We're gonna need to just eat this. I ain't messing around. Stand up. Part baked. Could be the first to go here, buddy. Oh, no, you're the first to go somehow. Why aren't you? Weird. Alright, so you, and you. Kind of weird baking a pie on top of a surface like this. I don't know if that's, like... How realistic is that? Alright. We're actually getting... There we go. I was going to say, 15 and 14 do not into 64 divide. Are you still going? Or did I not grab enough amaranth? Hang on a second. What the devil's going on here? Oh, here we go. That's weird. It just didn't stack. Okay, and you... Hush. Oh boy, that sound. Go! Go! Go down the ladder, please. Alright, part baked. Oh, we need to turn all this into dough. Bleh. Okay. And we can do this here and keep an eye on the pies. Make sure they don't burn. So someone who may have experience, tell me, have you, like, made flour out of amaranth before? How good is it actually? Alright, I see you're about ready there, buddy. Let's not mess around too much. It's easy to burn pies in this game. It's kind of realistic too, I guess. Like, does amaranth make good flour, or is it kind of like mealy, or does it not really stick very well and make, you know, is the dough annoying to work with? Yeah, we can also just leave you there. There we go. Quick question, can you make pie with bushwheat? No, there's a mod for that, though. So we're going to need these, and get you out of there, and then get you in there. you off the bar, I guess, for now. And being honest here, we might have time for more than just the pie. I don't need to crouch. Been doing this wrong my entire life. I can just... Oh my goodness, no crouching needed? My life's been a lie. Put you in there. Ah, here we go. Alright, done, done, done. Oh, not that kind of done. Alright, so you on there, and then we got, what, a few of you guys to do. Go! I crouched again. No. I ruined it. I thought I had learned a thing. Make pie with cassava dough and red meat. Would that basically be the closest thing VS has to shepherd's pie? I guess so. Because that was kind of potatoey, right? Okay, here we go. Last pie is made. Done, done. There we go. And so these will be a different color. To keep an eye out on those. Parsnips are potato. Parsnips are not potatoey, my friend. Parsnips are, they're like a mean carrot. Like, I like parsnips, but like, you have to be in the mood for them. With a cooking surface like this, you want to slap a steak on it and grill. Wow, look how dark that is. That's actually a real nice looking pie right there. Boop. Okay, so we'll be here for a little bit. But, I mean, it's only like... It's barely even 9 o'clock. Hey, Granny's watching you! I love the name. Tea break just a second. Yeah, parsnips aren't evil carrots. They're just got attitude. A little attitude. I used to put them in like stews. Back before Crozette started hating stew. Well, specifically, so we used to get a lot of venison from her dad, and every once in a while I'd make like a venison stew or like a pot roast, and it was really nice until you got the leftovers, and then it would get a little tough. But once you, I need reheat, shoot. But once you, heat it up, it would get soft again. Well, Crozette doesn't like making leftovers in the microwave. Just eats things cold. I'm like, well, yeah. Then you're just gonna break your teeth on this stuff. Are there potatoes in Vintage Story? Why not? There are no potatoes. This is supposed to be like medieval Europe. So at that point, potatoes had not come from South America yet, which is where potatoes evolved. Or at least mostly evolved. Venison jerky is the best. I'm mixed. So I grew up having very salty beef jerky. I mean like Wild Bill's beef jerky. Good stuff. But it is like 90% salt, 10% meat. Right? And that's like my idea of beef jerky is like salty, and I love it. I love salt. So like I get a beef jerky that's kind of sweet, and I'm like, yeah. And the venison jerky I've had has all been fairly sweet. Like, it wasn't cured with much salt at all. So, hey, Smiley Riley. What is a math teacher's favorite dessert? Oh, I don't know. It's gonna be... Hang on, let me think. Something square root pie. That was the joke? That was a dad joke. That was a good dad joke. The anti-joke. What's brown and sounds like a bell? Dung! Thanks, Nightbot. Alright, well, pie. I consider the almost done. So yeah, we'll hammer out those ingots into plates. And we'll get 30 total lanterns ready to go. And then whatever time we have left, I think we'll start working. I guess we can do the ingots in there into steel. Maybe also repair and fire up the cementation furnaces. Why are you not like... Oven is full. I'm not put... Sheesh. There we go. Kind of weird that they didn't finish in the order that I placed them. Weird. Inga Raymond, hey, welcome. You like salt jerky? You make it at home? You don't like sweet jerky? Yeah. Although I did have I got some... I want to say it was like Arrowhead brand, or it was Arrow something brand jerky that was like it was beef jerky with mango and habanero, and I had to not buy that stuff anymore because I could not stop eating it. It was really good. Need one more oven. Imagine if potatoes get added, but only in southern mountains, and they have a different name or are just called unknown vegetable. I wonder, is that... I'm trying to think. So, at one point, bell peppers were going to be a thing in the game, and they ended up never implementing them, and I don't know why. And I wonder if there's some more historical reason why bell peppers are not in the game. Like, maybe Tyrone realized that bell peppers come from also South America. But then again, I think, like, you know, peppers, at least, have been around in Europe, I'm pretty sure, longer than potatoes. So maybe they'd be realistic, but maybe not bell peppers? So I know, like Hungary is well known for paprika, which is made from dried and crushed up peppers of a particular kind. And I just don't know when that started. Like, was that after South American vegetables came up here? Bell peppers are also New World? Okay, that might be why Tyrone never ended up implementing those then. Tea break. I got some Earl Grey tonight. Decaf. No lemon. No sugar. The noise the bell peppers made threw people off. Okay, so most peppers are from Africa and Asia, but bell peppers are from New World. Makes sense. Yeah, there are a lot of, what are they called? Nightshade family fruit that all came from South America. And all things we talk about are nightshades. Peppers and potatoes and tomatoes. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of pies. Now these pies, Dershep, these pies I am also not sure I'll be able to get through these, but we're gonna try. We're gonna give it our level best. I'm gonna pop this guy back up there. I think that was, yeah, okay. We'll do that. And we're gonna take, I don't know, like 4 pies with us at all times, because we're going to be going through these like crazy. Actually, I'm going to leave them here. And then we're going to sleep first. And eat the rest of these things. And then I'll get the pie. To bed. If crops are limited based on what was medieval Europe, you feel like it's weird we don't have other European animals like horses or cows. Yeah, I don't know what animals were and weren't in Europe at the time. I mean horses, yes, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's more a matter of like the time required to, put them to the game. Oops, I forgot to cut these up. There we go. I feel like pies you shouldn't have to crouch to place. Like you can't eat them with right click. You have to, cut them first. So why can't I just right click them to place them? You guys hear that? A distinct lack of wind? Anybody? Okay, well. I suspect this might be a little too light of a breeze for us to really get much work done here. You can totally eat a whole pie, it's realistic. Maybe you could. How slow is this going to be? It's not great. Tell you what, let's load this up. And we're going to do the pumpkins. We're going to get the steelworks going for the next round. And we'll check back in and see if these are ready to cooperate. Strong breeze, my eye. Boop. Oh my gosh, you're still alive over here. Are you kidding me? Well, the bean rail, I'm about ready to call it on. Well, I guess not these two. I just don't suspect, like that guy. Yeah, these two could technically still produce, like, a pumpkin. I mean, they could make 4 pumpkins, for all I know. So, I'll leave them. I think if the wind doesn't pick up by the time we're ready to get back to work, oh, and this guy's still got one growing. Okay, we'll leave you alone. But if the wind doesn't pick up, then maybe we'll go and actually grab that lead and make the lead ingots that I want for the Jonas parts. And yeah, we'll see what we can do to fill the time on this day of chores. You're just fire clay bricks. You're a tier 2 refractory brick. There we go. Right, and these can break now too. I forgot. Tier 2, tier 2, tier 1. We'll burn you guys up first. Oh, we have boatloads of this stuff. Oh, okay. Well. Let's do... Boop. Let's move you there, and let's get our pickaxe. And... I could have sworn that I had some more bricks. Maybe I didn't. Wait, I have the bricks. I need some mortar. It's a good thing we have a ton of mortar over at the other base. Metric ton of it. Imagine being able to eat just a whole pie straight or just eating straight out of a cooking pot and get all the nutrients at once. You still feel sad about how horses in the other block game are so thoroughly outclassed by flying and how breeding stats are rounded down. Yeah. I started doing like a horse breeding program once, and I got a little ways in and was like, nope. Not happening. Oh, I need mortar, not quicklime. Wake up. I'm going to just take this stack with me. Because we're going to get some change from the ones that we break. Blackbeards ask for seconds. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer doing ice roads in the nether too. Although I haven't fired up that game since the April Fool's thing from the first season. I think. Yeah, that'll be the last time I fired it up, I think. Alright, so let's see. Fix everything on the outside first. And check the inside. Oh, right, I need to actually break this too, don't I? Alright. So I think everything here is hunky-dory. I used to think it was honky-dory, and that was kind of funnier. Like honky-tonk blues. Alright, so... gonna bust you guys up. And then I'm gonna just do a bit of... oops. Guess I'll just... there we go. Just like the developers intended it. Alright, let's get you out of here. Oh, no. Bye. That's a tier 1 brick. I don't even want it anyway. You stay there. Okay, let's get our tier 2s back out. What else we got? Any more tier 1s to replace? I would love to get rid of some tier 1. Oh well. Okay. And that should about do it. Let's go put these away. I'm going to go ahead and make a last couple blocks out of this. And I will leave, like I said, this mortar here. You guys there. And you guys in here. And we're going to need a little bit more charcoal to fill the coffin with. The American update, there's no upper cap in satiety, but you get an increasing slowness debuff. Oh, this is real life. You mean like overeating and stuffing yourself. Took me a minute there. Stack brown coal. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, we're going to need the actual iron up here. Hey there, Polite. Welcome. And Pycarvius is here too. Good to see you guys. Alright, let's just do these guys right here on the ground. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like... oh. Here we go. Okay, so let's fill these up with iron. Gotta fill them with iron. And cover you up. Really? Gotta crouch. Like, why do I gotta crouch? I can't pull things out of the coffin once it's in there. Why must I crouch? Oh, requires 8 pieces of fuel. Right. I knew that. Keep crouching. There we go. Closed and closed. Let's go ahead and have a bite to eat. And let's fire this up. Well, load it up first. Having studied a bit of metallurgy, you wish you could progress a bit and build blast furnaces. Well, so Tyrone does want to get us to the point of being able to make like steam-powered engines. So blast furnaces might actually be an option eventually. We've got a fresh breeze now rather than light breeze. We could try some smithing. Let's see if it's cooperative today. Back to light breeze. Light breeze. I think we might be done for here. Let's see. I've got this guy. I'll put you away. We're going to tuck these guys in here as well. That glass might be done by now. I do think that this is the... Yes, this is the tongs for here. These are the tongs. Hey there, Christina Blackfeather. Welcome. The wind is too realistic. Yeah. Everybody pedal faster. Okay, so since we're not going to be getting any more smithing done tonight, let's go grab that lead. I might also see if we happen to have any, what's that? What's the nickel stuff called? The pentlandite on the map. Because we're going to need some of that to make the cupra nickel alloy. Where am I going here? This stuff away. Let's see, you go in here. And yeah, we have one ingot that I'm pretty sure we got from treasure somewhere. We don't have any pentlandite. We do have a steel pickaxe. So let's see. Do we have pentlandite in the list here, first of all? We do. Where have we found it? Oops. Nowhere. The correct answer is nowhere. We've not found it anywhere. Oh, well, down here. Here we go. Wow, that's it. Huh. Okay. Very poor at 1.77 per meal. Ooh, boy. Now, we haven't done any prospecting over here. Or like down this way. So it could be down this direction for a better odds of getting some. That's funny. Usually I'm like, swimming in pentlandite, but today, not so much. Alright, we'll just leave this on us. I'm not super worried about cluttering up our inventory. Yeah, let's go get some a moderate breeze. Are you kidding me? Gentle breeze. Okay. I think it's windier over there than over here, which is probably part of it. Have I made coke for the nickel? Oh, I haven't made coke. Shoot. Well, that's not too bad of a deal. That's not the worst thing. Go. What if we put furniture fitters and tread wheels? A boar-powered wheel. Wish we could have a water wheel because they're reliable. So we actually have the water wheel, or 2 water wheel mods on. No, we have 1 on, I think. I wanted to use the rivers mod, but I couldn't get it to work, so I would have added a second water wheel. We do have the medieval expansion water wheel. We just haven't made one yet. And they have a durability, so I'd rather just install it where I want it to finally be. And then I did see, I think Tyrone mentioned that he did want to implement some kind of water wheel at some point, so maybe we'll see that eventually. Where are we going here? We're going the whole way up that. Okay. Uh-oh, we've been dad joked again. What happens when you anger a brain surgeon? They'll give you a piece of your mind. And a second one, double dad joked. A horse walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, Thor says, sure. Hey there, Rachel Muse VT. Sorry for the repeat question, but do you prefer 9 or 30-month days? I think you mean 30-day months, but but yeah. Actually, neither. I honestly prefer the old, like, I don't know, 1.15 or 16 days or months. They used to be 12 days long. And that just felt right to me. It gave you a little bit more time to get into a growing season, especially in your first year. And then, like, making sure you had enough food for winter was actually a challenge. But not in like a gotta do everything right and at the exact right time way like it is now. Like right now, it's like you have to really hammer farms hard the instant you start playing. It used to be like you had some time to go and forage, and that was also in a day and age of Vegetatory when, hello seashell, come with me. That was also in a day and age in Vegetatory when wild crops dropped. I'm not sure if they dropped the same amount as farmed crops, but they dropped a lot more than they do today. Like 2 to 4 times more somewhere. What about single day months? Nah. I feel like 30-day months are good for large, always-on multiplayer servers. Even though it does mean that if you play a lot, you can end up stuck in winter for a while. Like it's like, especially if you play a lot for a month, you know, like you're going to be stuck in a season a lot. Especially if you like play on the weekends, and the server happens to be on, you know, about a year per week. It's a little funny then. But funny, I mean really annoying. 30-day months are alright. It makes winter feel eternal. Yeah, that's the other issue. I like being able to see the seasons turn. Once we get off the raft here, we're going to take a quick snooze. We'll hit the snooze button. Hopefully we don't wake up at 4:30 in the morning with it being like, you know, apocalyptic. Bed. Me. In bed. Your multiplayer server has 30-day months, and you just finished your first winter. You're going insane? Yeah, exactly. When I joined RF Fury, I joined in like the I don't know, first quarter of winter or something. It was brutal. I was just shivering the entire time. It's calm again. Sweet. Still can't see anything. And that gave me the drive to like take a journey to the south. There are some very kind folks who helped me get started. I think someone gave me a temporal gear so I could set my spawn once I got to my destination. And someone else like basically led me the whole way to the south. That was a long time ago. All right, we got a little bit of lead here. Sweet. Okay. Grab you, and we're going to dig straight down. Just like in a block game. Always dig straight down. You would starve and freeze to death because you couldn't find animals for clothing. Yeah, that's actually the other thing in this game that has now become the must-do before winter and you're on a tight schedule, is hunting enough to make like your first set of warm clothes for winter. Or even repair your clothes. I mean, well, that's more getting flax and stuff, but like, yeah, like, First year clothing is actually pretty important. And you don't realize it until you're freezing. You're like, oh, I should have thought about that. You died in Aura Fury 12 times in your first hour. No one was around to help. Yeah, that was the thing. So initially I had wanted to like put down roots in the initial temperate area, but the place was stripped bare. Like, no wild crops, no berry bushes. And since it was winter, even though they had planted like community berry bush farms for newcomers, I couldn't get any berries. So that was pretty funny. That seems to be about done. Take a quick tippity tap. A tippity tap and a hippity hop. Nothing. Okay. Up we go. Let's just use the fancy ladders. The only way to get medals as the newcomer was to pan. Now, the correct way is to go somewhere nobody else had been yet. Sorry, I just thought I heard a noise from outside my office door here. Alright, I might take a real quick spin around here. You're probably a meteorite, if I had to guess. Yep. Oh, we already knew that apparently. Okay. Already marked it. I wouldn't say no to a little bit more lead. I'm not gonna like push it. I'm also pretty sure we already scouted this place out. I think a long time ago. We were like, there ain't a whole lot here. Just that one lead deposit. There's chickens. More hyenas. There's trouble. That's some pretty high up andesite there. Hello. Hello, my pretty. Do you happen to have gold in you? Sulfur. Nope. That's not gold. That's stinky gold. RF Fury 12. No, they weren't playing RF Fury 12. It was their first 12 hours in RF Fury. Oh, they do have new servers now. All right, I think I'm done here. Let's go melt this lead down. Make ourselves some yummy lead ingots, and if the winds pick back up at home, then we can do some smithing. Otherwise, we can go and do some prospecting. Maybe tell you what, I'll put it to a vote again. Any hyenas here gonna eat me? No. Okay. Let's do a bit of a vote. Let's see, start a poll. If wind, what do? Smythe. Respect. Start poll. There we go. Where is our boat? And I use that term somewhat generously. Actually, very generously. You throw all of your used tools at new players. It's a good way to keep your stash clean. No! Run away! Yeah, I always try to avoid having like a tool rack full of like old tools. Like I will absolutely like wear down my tools till they break, and occasionally throw them away, as I'm sure you all have seen. We'll keep you, why not? Sit in the boat and go. Also eat. And then go. We should put the lead back to, put it in the pies for extra flavor. Silly pole is silly if wind always smythe. Well, right now it's 50-50, and I will cast the tie-breaking vote myself if it's still that when we get home. So y'all better be voting. Make your voices heard. We're doing first past the post here. There's no coalition voting, no star voting. Not in this land of freedom. You actively use older tools, metals as much as possible, even when you have iron and steel. Why though? Ugh. If the steel tools durability wasn't so high, I'd probably be like, yeah, that makes sense. But like a steel shovel has like what, 3,000 hit points? Or hit points durability, whatever you want to call it. 3,000. Versus I believe the tin bronze shovel has 600. So that's 5 shovels in the space of 1. And it shovels faster, significantly so. So I would personally always use the latest and greatest, except like in the early days of like the Iron Age, I'll probably still use a few cast tools of bronze, like when I'm low on iron, mostly. Just personal preference. I mean, fair. If you're not doing huge projects, I guess it's probably like less of a pain. But like, you know, with the temple and all the digging we had to do to get sand out of there, like I would need to make like 40 bronze pickaxes and spend the time getting all the tin and copper for it. That it just makes sense to go steel instead. You had a bad time getting fire clay. Well, you know you can make it now, right? You can use flint and either blue or red clay. It just takes some processing. Just takes some time and some work, like everything else in this game. I don't think we went this way. We went another way. You're aware? Okay, just want to make sure. As a veteran player, there are so many things that I used to know about this game, like things that were a particular way for a very long while, and now there's a new way of doing things, and nobody ever yells at me for doing things wrong. Like the fact you can do your food bowl in your inventory. You can fill it from the crock of your inventory. That is new to me. That's very new to me. I've been playing this game for like, what, 5-6 years? Whenever 1.13 came out, or toward the end of it. Like, it is so stuck on my head. That sometimes a new way of doing things just slips my mind, so. You can eat while you sleep. I did know that. Done it before. I think you can also sort of interact with some blocks while you're asleep too. Alright. And crouch. I love that it actually like tries to put you on like the nearest block of land if there is one. That's really cool. Alright, let's go get this lead going. Main problem for me in your groups, you have a bad habit of you stop grabbing flint the second you make metal tools. I keep grabbing it, and the main reason is that especially once, you know, when I'm in the earlier days of metal tools, I'll often find that like I'm out and I forget to like bring a fresh shovel, and I break mine. And I'm like, shoot, I can either sit here and like dig 12 blocks by hand, or I can make a shovel. So shovel it is. Shovel wins every time. Okay, so how many ingots? Actually, how many do we need? Let's see, Jonas. Oh, good. I can't actually view them all. Okay. Let's see. So there's the night vision mask. Lead plate. Ooh. Ouch. So that's 3. That's not even a thing. Okay, so that's 3 pieces of, or 3 lead ingots for that. Let's get the book. Let's also get the hands on the correct part of the keyboard, shall we? Let's get the book we have not used in eons. Oh, you need a quill too, right? All right, so let's see how do I do this. I have to put this in my offhand, and then I can do. There we go. Okay. Ah, get out of here. Oh, nice. Look at that. Smithing. Smithing. All right, so let's see. NVGs. 3 lead. Oh, we're gonna need. Shoot. Can I open both at the same time? I cannot. Okay. Let's see. Night vision mask. We electrum. And cupronickel rod. How many are you? Smelt into 1. Okay. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. So we'll do the cupronickel. We got 1, 2, 2. Okay, 3. So 3 cupronickel ingots. Let's see. Let's not do that. And 2 electrum. So we will need to get some more gold at some point. NVGs. Done. Let's see. Terminus. Terminus teleporter. This one takes, yes, 8 lead plates. Oof. Ouch. Oh my goodness. So much stuff. Thanatos coupling. Okay, so this is the only lead acquired here. You're apart. Yeah, okay. Ouch. Okay. Terminus. 8 lead. 4 electrum. And I'll back it up just in the same order here. Terminus. Terminus. There we go. Ooh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cupronickel. Oh my goodness. Oops. 11 cupronickel. Okay. Now the base return teleporter is single use. I think I have a mod on that lets you repair it, though. I don't remember. Base return teleporter. Let's see. So you need 2 lead, 2 electrum. Okay, 2 of those, 2 each of those. Okay. I don't think we have all the things we need for all of these. Okay, let's see. Base return. Teleporter. The discharge teleporter. Okay, yeah, so this can be recharged. I think it's with the temporal gear, maybe? Normally in the base game, they actually fry. You the single use, goodbye everything you put into it. Like, it's terrible, really. So 2 of those, 3 cuper nickel, 4 cuper nickel, 5, and a lot of parts. I'm not sure we have all these parts either. Here we go. 5 cupro. What's the other? Oh, the rift ward. Ugh. Do we care about this one? Oh, this is barely a Jonas device. As someone who works in electro-optics, the degree that you could make the MVGs in a medieval era is kind of maddening. Oh, the premise. Yeah. A little silly. Oh, did I type 1 by accident? Okay. Do we care about the rift ward, guys? You guys let me know if we care about that. World Transfigurator. What are you used for? Oh, this is a modded thing, okay, I think. Is this modded? Look at supported clutter blocking. Use the F key to select alternate textures. It doesn't say it's from a mod, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Hazard, I heard you. I'm just asking if I typed 1 by accident. I did, okay. I did. Yep. I got it. Riftboard is loud and fairly useless. Okay, am I missing any other Jonas devices? I could have sworn, so there's the NVGs, there's the Terminus, there's the base return. Is there something else that I'm forgetting? Let's see, you're used for night vision mask. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's do Cupro, nickel rod. What are you used in? Terminus, blah, blah, blah. Oh, the Rickety Translocator. Ooh. Yeah, no, we're not doing that one. I can make lecterns. Cool. Green's watching you use the helmet. That is the NVG's night vision mask. I think that's it. Oh, we can make a resonator. We can buy those too, so. Okay. So we need, let's see, 2, 13, 18, sorry, lead. 3, 11, 13 lead. 19 cuper nickel. And 8 electrum. Ugh. I don't think we have all this lead, but that's okay. We're not going to make all these at one time, so I think we're okay with that. At least I am. We can get a good ways there. So we have a little more in here, and we already have 2 ingots. So how far can we get? 640. That'll get us 8. Which is enough for either the NVGs and base return, or just the Terminus teleporter. So, again, no need to decide right now, because this ain't going to happen tonight, but, yeah, it's there. And we're going to use some wood to smelt this. Oops, not there. Boop. There we go, and boop. Swap. You've made all the things, Dershep? They take some getting there. They sure do. Time to go visit Tobias. Yeah. He's probably sitting on like a mountain of lead right by now. So this... Are you actually growing? Is this one of the ones where like I accidentally broke a vine or something? I don't know. Alright, so you're done, finally. Let me just use my torch to pick these pumpkins up. You know, as one does. I don't know about that guy. Okay, you're well spent. We're gonna let this guy grow up. Assuming he does. And then this guy could make up to at least 3 more pumpkins, technically. So we'll let him go. You just realize how heavy the NVGs would be? Yes, they would. It'd be like we're like the first generation VR goggles, but like 40 of them. The weight of 40 of them, all in one place. Also called your face. All right. Right, we have been chiseling these straight away, so let's go ahead and do that. Get those out, get this out. And we can do boop, boop, boop. And then pick them back up. Hey there, Ryan Richardson. You were distracted by blogging. Well, that ain't such a bad hobby to have. A good distraction. Right, we have these eggs. I could make something with them, I guess. Eggs and olives. Yum. Your head dents from wearing it. I'm thinking more like your neck breaks from wearing it. And you are almost done. Sweet. Didn't hurt too bad. Alright, so we're going to need like one more lead deposit to really flesh this out. That's okay. Right, so we are now through our first pie. Real life NV, the first generation NVDs were terribly bad. They make VR look like wizardry. Oh yeah, even the modern NVGs are really crazy. And that's just the ones that they talk about publicly. Yeah, I mean, older NVGs were certainly indispensable, but compared to modern stuff, yeah, I mean, technology does what it does. No quiche and vanilla. You know, I'm not too sad about that. I am not a quiche person. Just the flavor's fine. It's the texture that I get like. I can't really eat a lot of scrambled eggs either. Just blah blah. Blah. It makes me make calcifer noises. Blah blah blah. Just thick omelet. Same thing, like omelets are a little better because I can really fill them with other stuff. And the texture doesn't bother me as much. Alright, so we got that. And we got about 10 minutes left. We're back to a fresh breeze again. But maybe we can sleep. Maybe it'll be a little breezier tomorrow. So let's go ahead and we're gonna put those back. What else? Oh, we have more lead to put away. Not quite one more ingot. Sad. We do have... Oh. Put this away as well. There we go. Quiche, Lorraine, my beloved. Yeah, I was gonna say the NVGs might just break your neck instead of dent your head. Not if they fell on your head, sure. Ooh, I see that hurricane wind. Let's do this. Oops, let's get out of the basement first. All right, so do we have everything we need? Yes, we do, I think. Let's do it. Oop, close the gate. Open the gate. Close the gate. Open the gate a little. All right. Smithing time. Let's smythe. Where did I put the extra? Oh, right there behind here. Let's go ahead and get you going on. Natural disasters inventory when? Hopefully never. I played briefly on a Feed the Beast server with some friends where we had some mod on that did like natural disasters, and we hated it so bad. It was just so annoying. Like, look at this cool thing I built, and it's gone. Hurricane force wind should do a lot of damage. Maybe. I mean, have you seen how I build it? Look at these meter-wide pillars. They're not going anywhere. I'm immune to wind. End the pole. I can end the pole. We are smithing. Alright. Prepare your ears. Ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Prepare your ears for that too, by the way. Oh my goodness. Classic. I probably ought to think about grabbing all these guys up here. Oh, get off the ladder. There we go. So you're not lit. Shoot. Get out of here. Get in here. No, stop! You... Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Are you... Oh my goodness, what a jerk. What a jerk. This game, man, I'm telling you. Off the ladder. And the nice peaceful music too. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, it's like it just stopped. Just like no wind. My goodness. The stuff we put up with, all right? Sheesh. Just my luck. It is very funny, though. In a way that makes me want to cry. I yelled stop and the winds obeyed. Yeah, I guess I kind of did that to myself, didn't I? We have very fickle gods of the wind in this land, that's for sure. I'm just going to leave these here. Or I guess I could just make, 3 lanterns and call it there. Alright, let's go make some lanterns and then we're quitting. We'll bid this cursed world goodbye. Oh, actually, we'll fire up the cementation furnaces one last time. Which requires... You. Not you. And a few... candles. Alright. So you and you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we'll go fire these up, and then we'll be out of here for realsies. I mean it this time. Where's the rage quit pop up when you need it? Yeah, seriously. Okay. Yeah, those water wheels are looking more and more enticing by the day. Oh boy. Oh, I should put these other ingots down too. Let's get rid of these. Oh, you know what? Yeah, tell you what, before we leave, we are going to break whatever pumpkin plants are over there, and we're going to plant new ones. That's been like on my list this entire night as like the one thing I really wanted to get done. Was the dang pumpkins, and still growing. Not anymore. I'm getting the weed killer out. All right, pumpkins, you come with me. I'ma cut you. I'ma cut you deep, pumpkins. That's right. Okay. I am sure wheel trickers would be nice too. Yeah, I'd take that. I think this is one where I broke the stem off of it by accident. Because this guy has not grown in like days, so... Sorry, pal. You're a decoration now. And you're just lying to me. Okay. How are we doing on growth? 75% P, which is like plenty. It's more than we need. Fertilizer is still plus 90. Okay. Get these planted. Boop. Boop. Oops. These are a bit of a pain to plant, I'll give you that. Like, a lot of space for not a whole lot of produce. Hey, Crazy Watermelon. We are just about to leave, I'm sorry to say. We just did, like, the very last thing we came here to do. Oh, that's why this didn't fit in there. Okay, let's move these to, like, here, I guess. In the protein bin, where, you know, pumpkins are definitely protein, right? Well, Watermelon, I hope you enjoy watching the VOD then. You just got off work. And, yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone, tonight. All the silly things that happen with the wind. Wind, no wind, wind, no wind, wind, no wind. Someday I will get a chance to actually work on some of that steel, eventually. Maybe, perhaps. But my pumpkin and I bid you good night. We're going to go and cry in a corner with a bottle of wine. Over the lack of wind. But, as always, my name has been Kurazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.